200. Hey guys, how's it going? Justin here with Keystone Mountain Outdoors. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, what we're taking a look at is my CZ457 Pro Varmint. Now, CZ, if you're not familiar with their 457 rifle, what this is a bolt-action rimfire platform. They offer the 457 in a variety of different configurations. What I have here is the Pro Varmint Suppressor Ready. You could get these things ranging in price from about $400 all the way up to like $1,200 for some of the fancy chassis versions. The Pro Varmint's going to come to market right around like $600-700, somewhere in there is what you're going to pay. I paid just a couple bucks over $600 for this one. So what you're getting with the Pro Varmint 457, you're getting a heavy profile barrel that's half 28 threaded, so throw your can on there. Got a SIG SRD 22X on there, and then you're getting the Boyd's laminate stock. So this is a really nice kind of target oriented stock. Got a really nice vertical palm swell here. Fits the hand really well and is a good stock for doing precision work. It's not like the most adjustable stock. As a matter of fact, there's no adjustment in it at all. It's a pretty simple, no frills, no thrills, kind of good, well-made stock that brings this to a price point that's pretty affordable. You know, $600-700 is pretty, I would say pretty all right for a quality 22 bolt gun. You know, you could definitely get up there with some of the fancier 457s as well as some of the other companies that are making 22s. You know, they're getting really expensive these days. And, you know, this to come to market around $600-700 is pretty impressive for what you get. And in terms of actually shooting this thing puts down some phenomenal groups. Obviously, most rifles are going to really like the high-end stuff like the SK Rifle Match and the Lapua Center X and stuff like that. But this gun surprisingly shoots some cheaper ammunition pretty well too. So my favorite load to run through this would probably be Norma Tack USA. It's a cheap load. They're ballpark selling for around $5 a box, maybe a little bit less, $4 a box, depending on when you're watching this video. I'm talking 2022 prices, so it is slightly inflated. But still, you know, that's pretty cost-effective 22 ammunition for these days. And this gun shoots phenomenal groups. I'll roll in some groups up here on the side with it. This gun also really does surprisingly well with stuff like CCI quiets. CCI quiets, if you guys haven't played around with them, they're pretty quiet without a suppressor, but you put them on a gun with a suppressor, especially a bolt action, and those things are silly quiet. This gun, this configuration, it's actually louder to dry fire this gun than it is to actually shoot it. So watch. Alright, so for a little bit of a frame of reference, I have 5 CCI quiet 22s loaded up. We're going to shoot these 5, and then I'm going to purposely dry fire the gun just for comparison's sake. These things are silly quiet. That was a dry fire. So it's silly quiet. The kind of principle behind why it's louder to dry fire than it is to actually shoot is because whenever you're shooting, it's metal on brass versus whenever you're dry firing, it's metal on metal. So it is pretty fantastic that that load in this can and this configuration is so quiet that dry firing is literally louder than actually shooting the gun with that ammo. So it's a really fun gun. This is going to be a really good suppressor host for the channel. Kind of play around, kind of think, you know, guys, I like to shoot a lot. And, you know, obviously with the way the world is and the way ammunition prices are still at an all-time high, we're in a world where you got to kind of resort to other stuff to really get your training in, at least if you want to do it on a somewhat realistic budget. So dropping down to shooting some 22s has been something I've been doing over the last year or two, just to kind of serve that itch, kind of keep my training up, keep practicing up, allow myself to go out to the range and have some fun, but also not burn through a paycheck's worth of ammunition in one range trip. So that's kind of the big advantage for me for this gun. Now, I can't lie to you guys, I have had some issues with this gun. Out of the box, I was getting a bunch of stuck cases. I actually sent this gun back to CZ USA. They looked at it, they told me that there was some dirt under the extractor, sent it back, and upon shooting it, I kept still getting stuck cases. And it wasn't just one variation of ammunition. I tried about 6 different kinds of ammunition and kept getting the stuck cases. Rather than sending it back to CZ USA for a second time, I did some research on my own and kind of decided that my extractor was messed up, and I reprofiled the shape of my extractor, and ever since I did that, I've put over 2,000 rounds of 22 long rifle, a variation of different ammunition through this gun, and have not had a single stuck case since then. So, you know, CZ 457s have a pretty damn good track record, and the 455, which was the predecessor to this gun, had a really, really good track record, so I'm not super worried about it. It did kind of suck that I ran into an issue, but luckily I was able to get it resolved. So guys, that's pretty much all I got to talk about this gun. I think it's a phenomenal shooting gun. I think if you're in the market for a bolt action rimfire, you want something that's going to be a really good suppressor host, or maybe you don't have a suppressor. Maybe you just want something that's going to be fun to shoot, something that you can take the kids out shooting, something that you could get your practice up on. I think the 457 is a phenomenal option. I'm a big fan of CZ as a company. I mean, I own several. I mean, I got the 457, I got 2 Brens, I got the new Scorpion 3 Plus, as well as I've had a bunch of different 75s over the years and ran them in competition. So guys, that's all I got for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop those down in the comment section below. As always, guys, remember to train hard, shoot fast, and most importantly, be safe. God bless.